What is up, you guys? It is Mr. Fazbear. As you can tell, the background is different. Um, as you can tell, you're watching MTA Nation, the host of MTA Nation, which is me, Mr. Fazbear, and you're watching MTA Nation for information and content of the MTA. Well, let's get this video started, and we'll see you in the next part of the video.
This is the B Train. Now, the B is a line that tells a story of its own. My Uncle Dave can second me on that one, but the B has a way of telling its own story. Now, the way I'm going to tell it is by going through the route in different sections. And yes, we're heading to Brighton Beach, so sit tight and stand clear of the doors. Let's start with Concourse. It's ancient. I'll give it points for originality, but sometimes I find it a bit creepy. But during the morning rush, the B train comes out to stretch its legs while the D train has the AM rush on the express track. Okay, well, whatever. You already know. Anyway, then there's Central Park West, or CPW, as most of you all know. Now, this is where all the fun starts. Here's your chance to catch the A and the C with the D train running on the express track. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. Central Park West on the B is absolutely fucking boring. Unless if you have an R32 or any other equipment, that B train is fucking boring. On Central Park West, that is. But the B always has R68s, which is not a total loss, right? Right?
No!
Anyway, the B and the C are always moving. They always move so fast that they're always right on each other's asses. But anyway, the B and the D going on 6th Avenue, while the A and the C going on 8th Avenue. Now, as far as the 6th Avenue goes, I wouldn't really call it much of an express strip, but it is one of the more faster ways to get downtown. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Broadway. Overall, the B and the D only skip 2 stops, while the F and M take the local. It's not much, but it works, I guess.
What the fuck?
Now, as you guys know, the B takes on the bridge with the D until DeKalb Avenue. From there, the B manages to bitch slap the D and finds itself a new man, the Q. Now, the B and the Q work together going down Brighton while ripping that line a new asshole, but still, I miss the days of having the D travel down Brighton with the Q, which made a hell of a lot more sense, but I'll get into more of that later. Now, continuing from Brighton, we have the B train's last stop, which is Brighton Beach. Now, as I said before, the D and the Q used to use Brighton, but due to the MTA being a bunch of dicks, the B and the Q have that line now. Now, the B used to go down West End, which is what I used to love seeing, while the Q took Brighton Beach, which was the B train's last stop, running express, of course, while the D took the local. Stupid. Now, I know the B is kind of awesome. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But it does have its share of problems, and that lies with the equipment. Now, we know that the B has had a clusterfuck of equipment, and that's a good thing. The problem is, it takes away from the N, and that's a bad thing. The B is basically the stepchild of Coney Island Yard. Even though Concourse is his main yard, it treats it better than the N. Bunch of bastards. Shut up, I'm not done yet. Now I know on the last day of the N train, which was January 19, 2007, that last N train, that last R32 N train, was actually turned into a B at the last moment. And now I'm not gonna spaz out because of that shit. No, I'm not gonna spaz out because of that. Because I already know that the B is actually done some good with that 32. It went to the B. I know a lot of you have had your moments where you hated the train so much for taking some kind of equipment from you, but me, I'm not gonna spaz out. I know most of you are hoping for me to spaz out because it's taken away from the end, but I'm not gonna spaz out on this one because, well, it went to a line that really needed some new equipment, different equipment. Well, I mean, no, it's not. That's not to say the 32s are new. No, hell no, they're old. But it basically needed something different, something out of the ordinary, something out of the box. And basically, yeah, the 32s on the B, that's something different. The last time I've ever seen a 32 on the B was in fact, 1994. It was 1 year old when I was born. So, yeah, 1994 for the win. Anyway, even though I have rode a 32B before, but the recent 32B, which was in 2009, I haven't even touched. I mean, I've seen it and touched it from the outside, but I haven't even rode it. That's one of the reasons why I'm pissed at the B. Other than that, I couldn't really care less about the B. If it didn't take away equipment from the end, then I wouldn't really be as mad about it. But, crap.